ये तो इसका जो फायदा हुआ है आज मार्केट कंपनियों को ये पब्लिक को नुकसान हो उसका कौन दावा करेगा?
जी जावेद साहब, थैंक यू वेरी मच। इसमें प्राइमरीली इस तरह से है कि लास्ट टाइम भी जो प्राइस अनाउंसमेंट थी इट वाज अराउंड 10 o'clock और जनरली हमारी कोशिश होती है, क्योंकि हम आपके साथ बड़े अच्छे से काम कर रहे हैं, कि हम पूरी कोशिश करते हैं कि जितना लेट इसको अनाउंस किया जा सके उतना किया जाए। लास्ट टाइम वैसे भी आपको मालूम होगा कि उसमें इतनी सारी प्रेस रिपोर्टिंग ऑलरेडी हो चुकी हुई थी सेवरल डेज बिफोर द प्राइस नोटिफिकेशन कि एवरीबॉडी वाज वेल अवेयर दैट प्राइसेस आर गोइंग अप, तो इसलिए वो जो पर्पस था वो वैसे भी जो है सेल्फ।
We were listening to the live press conference of the OGRA spokesperson in Islamabad announcing new prices for petroleum products. For example, kerosene oil has come down by 2 rupees and 56 paise. There's been a reduction of 78 paise in prices of petrol. The new price would now stand at 70 rupees and 57 paise. Also, the diesel prices have also come down by a rupee and 80 paise. We'll get you full details of what is happening there and other developments. Stay with Express 24/7.
And now we return to the remaining part of the program.
In an effort to resuscitate the middle path, so that if we do not share the exclusivity that we mentioned earlier of the fundamentalist, we do not share the particularities of the modernism that is embedded in the European history alone, that is a result of certain societies, and not all societies would like to travel the same path, perhaps. How do we resuscitate the middle path?
It's become clear that all societies cannot travel the same path.
Right.
If all societies continue to travel the same path that Europe and North America have been traveling for the past 300 years, we will not have something place called the planet Earth,
right,
which is habitable for the human beings.
Right.
This cannot continue, and again, this is purely. If we want to look at it from a biological point of view, if we want to look at it from an ecological point of view, if we want to look at it from an economic point of view, if we want to look at it from a social point of view, it's totally, completely.
And I will share with you also a very interesting statistic that if the world wants to copy the American model, the American dream, and that means our pattern of production, consumption, and waste would resemble the Americans, we would require 6.1 Earths. And even the European dream, if you were to copy, which is much more parsimonious and frugal, world requires 2.3 Earths as a sink to copy the European model. Both are unsustainable.
What is important is we need, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we need to understand that different societies are different. The religions and even their way of living, their customs, which is something very different from the religion per se.
Right.
It's different. And we cannot enforce our thinking. It may be 100% secularist, it may be 100% militant or fundamentalist, as the term is loosely used these days, or in any other way, any shade of opinion in between on the others.
Right.
And we need to understand and appreciate that.
We need to understand and appreciate that. If we are going to understand and appreciate this point, that this entire discourse, that there are fundamentalists out there who are going to destroy our way of life. You know,
George Bush's gospel.
George Bush's gospel, and then the mini George Bushes outside of America.
Right.
What they're basically saying is that we have the right to continue to have this way of life, which will require 6.1 Earths.
Right.
That if everyone on Earth was to have that way of life.
And the usurpation of others' resources.
And the usurpation.
And the spilling of blood.
And the spilling of blood. That this ideology is it's underpinning this. One of two things will happen. Either they will have to change their way of life, it's so that the world becomes habitable and livable for those people who are not among these privileged elite.
Right.
Or we will not have a habitable world to live in. Now they have made the decision. I think George Bush and Barack Obama, both of them, they have made the decision. We will not change our way of life.
Right.
Everyone will have to serve our needs and our